Breaking news as Abaribe and Wase are in serious feud as things happen in the National Assembly, even in the midst of all the scares and fears of Boko Haram visiting. Now something big is happening between Wase and Abaribe. More of all of these details you'll find right here, but please, if you have not subscribed, ensure you hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you can get updated anytime we drop a new video. And don't forget, this is Saffron Media, and we are here to give you the best, the most trending, exciting, reliable, and authentic happenings in Nigeria, especially in the area of politics and many more. Ensure you stay tuned, relax, help us share and like our videos. More details, and please share this video. All right, guys, without further ado, it says right here that Adebayo Akinwale in Abuja, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Ahmed Wase, has stated that the minority leader of the Senate, Iyenaya Abaribe, should be in prison for his failure to produce the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu, just like Senator Ali Ndume, was taken to prison for his inability to produce Abdulrasheed Meina. Wase stated this at the plenary yesterday while contributing to a debate following a point of order raised by Honorable Sada Soli, who said his privilege was breached when the minority leader of the House, Honorable Ndidi Elumelu, allegedly told journalists that some All Progressive Congress APC lawmakers approached him about their planned defection to the People's Democratic Party, PDP. The Deputy Speaker said it was out of place for Elumelu to have divulged to journalists what he described as confidential matter, which was discussed during an executive session. Wase said, "There is a kind of false situation that I am seeing because after that meeting, PDP caucus of the two chambers went and had another discussion. We need to be serious. I see someone like Abaribe as a leader in the Senate championing that. Yes, there are many flaws. He built Nnamdi Kanu, and during the NSAS protest, we knew what happened. Kanu then was the one who was asking for the head of Tinubu, but we have allowed him. We knew what happened to Ndume. Ndume, who built Meina, was taken to prison for not producing him. But we allowed this man to go because he is in opposition. I think there's a need for us as a system to change our tactics. It is not about opposition. If you want to be in the opposition, do the right thing and also be part of the solution to problems." The Deputy Speaker insisted that the privileges of APC lawmakers were breached due to the alleged statement credited to Elumelu. Wase noted that it was completely wrong information and was deliberate, adding that was why he cited the issue of what Abaribe did, with all the PDP lawmakers behind him. According to him, ordinarily, for failing to produce Kanu, he, Abaribe, should be in prison just like Ndume was taken to prison for not producing Meina. It was at the point that Honorable Uzoma Nkem Abonta raised a point of order, saying who Wase was talking about, Abaribe, is his senator. He added that there is a judicial decision on the matter and wondered why, if the House was trying to arrogate judicial powers to itself. Abonta said it was canvassed up to appeal. Is it an offense to bill somebody? If you bill somebody, you produce him, subject to there is no interference. The last contact the man in question had was with the military. The senator who billed the man was going to court regularly. The senator did not default. He was called to show cause, and he showed cause successfully. Why is it a point of reference in the parliament? So there's really a feud between these two, and why they are calling out, Abaribe, I don't really understand, because if you say Kanu should be in prison, well, I think those who are actually causing issues in the country should as well be in prison. People like the herdsmen and the Boko Haram, which they should have been executed if we are really serious with what we're doing. Because now we are faced with a serious challenge of insecurity in the country, and obviously we can see how Fulani herdsmen have been operating in the country and none have been put behind bars. And you talk about someone who built somebody to be put behind bars and should be in prison. At this point, I don't think we should in any meeting be discussing anything outside how to deal with insecurity challenges in the country. Because when the real issue will come, the result of this insecurity, nobody will be able to sit down to have a plenary. Nobody will be able to sit down to even have any kind of meeting. So it is important that we begin to deal with insecurity issues and not be faced with many of all these distractions, and all of that. Though the economy is still going to move, we still have to do things that will push it forward. But most importantly, what has halted this country at this point is insecurity. And until we deal with that, it will be difficult to deal with any other situation at this time. And if insecurity does not leave the country at this time, it will be more difficult for us to fight insecurity. And now, what the APC sees as people trying to criticize the government, they attack everyone. They call everyone names that, try to make corrections to things going on in the country, which is not supposed to be so. They should understand that people are just speaking out their mind on the situation of things in the country, not trying to just criticize the government or trying to criticize this administration. Far from that. And they should learn to, take to criticism so that they can work on those areas that they are facing any lapses. And the better they do that, the more they take correction, the better things we get in the country. Otherwise, we'll all be stuck in one place because insecurity has eaten so deep into the economy. And now they are even sending threat messages to the National Assembly. So very soon they won't be able to even hold a plenary session, not to talk about having a Senate meeting or whatever. They are coming. And if we don't do fast, if we don't do what we need to do, if we don't take decisions we need to take at this very point in time, forget Abaribe, forget Wase, forget all of those things that they are arguing about Nnamdi Kanu and who is not Nnamdi Kanu. If the government cannot deal with that, then they shouldn't make it an individual problem. It is not an individual problem. It's a collective problem that the government has not taken into consideration properly. If they want Kanu, they should go and get him and stop putting it on one person, because that is not the bone of contention. That is not a priority right now in the country. And until we agree that it is not a priority, it will be better for us. So let us fight insecurity and then handle every other situation as a second thought. So guys, that is it from here. Thank you so much for listening. Please drop your comments and tell us what you think about all of this. Thank you so much for staying tuned. I really appreciate you. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.